Hey guys, so the year is 919 AD and Western Europe is in total turmoil. The Fatimids have invaded and taken full control of Sicily, the British Isles and France have been overrun by Vikings and Normans, Spain has been torn apart by Visigoths and the Moors, and the Magyars, a nomadic threat from the east, is burning and pillaging through Germania. This kind of chaos is absolutely perfect for some epic, fun Total War gameplay, and that is exactly what this new mod 919 AD delivers in this brilliant first release. This is a brand new medieval mod for Total War Attila on the Age of Charlemagne DLC campaign, and I'm here to tell you it is absolutely awesome and you definitely need to check it out next. There is a lot to talk about here, so let's dive straight in. Anno Domini 919 AD in its initial release comes with a total of 8 playable factions, including the Duchy of Saxony, Kingdom of West Francia, Theme of Lombardy, which by the way is the Roman faction in the mod, Kingdom of Wessex, Kingdom of Dublin and Jorvik, Kingdom of Leon, the Emirate of Cordoba, and the Duchy of Normandy. And through all of these brilliant kingdoms, we're given the chance to experience the forefronts of all these major and minor conflicts in the time period in beautiful detail, bucket loads of immersion, and a healthy dose of campaign challenge. The best part for me though, and where the Anno Domini team really work incredibly hard in their mods, and this isn't the first medieval mod by the way, they have one just like this on Age of Charlemagne, they have one on Thrones of Britannia as well, is the unit visuals and their details. The rosters of all of these factions, all the new factions, are mostly vanilla with some units here and there, but every single unit has been given a complete makeover, and honestly, they look absolutely incredible. Mods like Divide and Impera and MK1212 obviously set a gold standard for unit visuals, but what the team have done here is, in my opinion, just as impressive, if not more. This is what a proper, true historical Total War should look like. Realistic, authentic models, shield designs, armor, weaponry. I mean, we've even got proper historical banners and faction flags here. Everything just looks really, really beautifully done. For the first release of the mod, there is so much content to enjoy here. The family trees have all been redone with immense historical accuracy, and of course, with brand new faction leader models. We've got new historical missions that are well designed and thought out, victory conditions for all the new factions, brand new scripts like the constant Magyar incursions in the east or Viking settlements in mainland Europe. And though I kind of wish there was the rest of Europe in the east and in North Africa here as well, I still can't help but enjoy the variety of European cities and towns and the beauty of playing a proper medieval map in Age of Charlemagne. It's just such a fun campaign. As I've said, the mod is made for AOC, which means you've got a great range of mechanics including war wariness. You've got some brilliant siege maps as well as siege maps that have been ported over from TOB, I believe, so some really good stuff there. And there's been a lot of work done to make the factions feel balanced, so even heavier units in later game can have a challenge working through a unit of lighter armor and experience. Most mods that get released, at least 75% in their first initial release, are generally unbalanced, but here in Anno Domini things are incredibly balanced and very well done, barring obviously a few units that can be tweaked and changed over a little bit here and there. Everything is very well done and polished in this respect. I've played through 2 campaigns so far in the last couple of weeks with the Duchy of Saxony, which is by far my favorite of the 2. You've got a huge challenging start with the Danes to your north, hellbent on invasion, other angry kingdoms to your east as well, and you've got armies of various sizes from the Magyar invasion popping up, causing you tons of issues domestically. I had such a fun time conquering the Danes, progressing my story to form the Regnum Teutonicum, or the Germanic Kingdom, which is one of the formidable kingdoms in the mod so far. My second campaign, because I just had to of course, was with the Roman designed theme of Lombardy, which I have to say, I roleplayed the first 30 turns to try and defeat the Fatimids out of Italy once and for all, which at hard difficulty was a lot more challenging than I first expected. You start with a few strong cities in South Italy, plus a ruined Corsica and Sardinia that's just been reconquered. You've got a strong Roman roster ready to go, and and though you probably need to defend yourself against an initial Fatimid invasion first, it's just immensely fun to be the underdog Roman faction in Italy, surrounded by barbarians and trying to re-establish the glory days of the Roman Empire. And to be honest, the other factions look just as good and fun as well. I mean, you've got either the Moorish Corduba trying to extend their power deeper into Europe, or the Kingdom of Leon, their main power in the way. There's the Kingdom of Wessex, the last hope against the Viking and Norman invasions, or their enemies, the Duchy of Normandy and the settled Viking kingdoms of Jorvik and Dublin. And finally, there's the rich and powerful West Francia, right in the middle of it all, ready to expand in either direction to create a mighty French empire, making their Carolingian forefathers proud. It's just all immensely replayable and good historical fun. Again though, I just have to go back to the battles and the unit details because the Anno Domini team have literally put out all of the stops to make every single entity in your unit feel unique and put as much detail as possible and appropriate to bring it all to life for each of these factions. It's just insanely impressive. I mean, for me, out of all the medieval mods out there, this has to be one of the best you can play for proper medieval reskins, and with how stable and balanced this first iteration of the mod is, I guarantee it does not disappoint at all. Two things that I'm hoping for more of in the future that I think anyone who plays the mod, and if you play as well, you'll probably agree, is it needs more units especially. Lots of factions have some fantastic units, but it does feel a little bit bare bones, so hoping that's on the list of priorities for the next few updates. And the other is more factions. It would be absolutely perfect to see the list of factions expand out to 12 or 15 with some more Eastern factions like early Polish or Bulgarian tribes, and a couple more around Central Europe, where you're kind of stuck between everything and the potential for immense challenge is dialed up a massive notch. I mean, hell, I would love to play as the newly established Papal faction and try to exert some influence into the new Christian kingdoms of Western Europe. That would be an amazingly interesting time. Finally, it's worth mentioning that the team have released a version of this mod on Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord. I might do a separate spotlight to give their mod there some more attention as well, but you can see here all the incredible work they've done on the Attila mod in Age of Charlemagne come to life up close and personal in the Bannerlord battles, where honestly things look even better than ever. I've dropped a link below to the Bannerlord mod as well if you've got the game, so you can check it out for yourself. And that's it for today, guys. From fighting off Danish sea raids to Fatimid invasion armies, my experience of this mod has been stellar so far. It's difficult not to appreciate the fact that this is just the first release. We've got more content and update planned throughout the year to hopefully add even more units, more factions, mechanics, and scripts. There is so much potential here, and with the meticulous detail we've seen so far, I have no doubt there is a very, very bright future ahead for Anno Domini 919 AD. The mod is available in the Steam Workshop, and I've dropped a link below so you can get in there and start downloading. I've also dropped the Discord server if you want to leave some feedback for the modders, report any issues, and follow development progress. As always, I'll be following any new updates myself and making videos as they get released, because this is definitely a mod worth keeping an eye on. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it informative. Subscribe for more Total War content, gameplay, and news just like this, and consider supporting me directly by becoming a member of the channel, signing up on Patreon, or buying me a coffee, all of which comes with some great little benefits. Any and all support is greatly appreciated, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.